welcome to Vino Entertainment TV, which is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, being molested. Also, we feed the unfortunate, which is the homeless. Vino Entertainment TV is basically just out here having fun. We stay in the streets. We out here communicating, enjoying life. Um, just basically just shoot. We just share a little love, little virtual hugs. You know what I'm saying? Little laughter, little talk. That's just basically what being on entertainment is. And today we got to catch up. We got to catch up what's going on. Yeah. I think we slipping. We are slipping in these streets out here. We slipping, y'all, really, really bad. But let me just say, real quick about Chicago. Chicago had a downstate judge which dismissal of lawsuits of challenging assault weapons bans after the Supreme Court ruling in Chicago. So hopefully Chicago can get it right with their assault weapons there. You know what I'm saying? Because right now they're not doing too good in Chicago on their assault weapons. And ladies, we got to stay careful. Look here. Let me tell y'all something. This lady has seen this man following her. But so this lady here, she was alert. She was alert. She seen the man following her. Yes, she did. She was alert. And when she seen the man following her, she started making other detours to make sure he was following her. And she said the last thing she seen was when she was seeing him bending over, faking to tie his shoes up. Okay, TT, tie his shoes up. But 2 weeks ago, a lady was kidnapped by a 29-year-old man in Seattle. Again, a lady was kidnapped 2 weeks ago by a 29-year-old unidentified man. The lady was kidnapped from Seattle on July the 15th, 2023. Now, when they did locate her, they found her in Oregon. A man which had kidnapped her. He had her in a center block cage in his garage. A center block cage in his garage. And this fool had a wife and a doggone kid. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better start going outside and see what's going on around in y'all household instead of just sitting up on the couch watching TV back and forth to the kitchen, to the bedroom. You see what I'm saying? This man had a whole family, and he had this lady in a center block cage in his garage. And he had a whole family. What? Really, what? And how she got out was she was beating on the cage, and took kind of way the cage wasn't really steady, and she got her loose because, like I said, it was a makeshift center block cage, and she got her loose. And I'm like, how could a woman be in a house? You ladies don't be in no house and not going around and see what's going on in your house or outside your house or outside the back door, the backyard. He had a whole wife, a whole wife, and a whole kid. Look, a whole kid. How crazy could that be? Come on. That's scary, y'all. Don't y'all think that's scary? So y'all better watch what you're doing when you be out in the streets. You got people following people home. You got people hurting people. You got people kidnapping people, putting them in center block cages, these makeshift cages. What made this fool do this? And you got a whole wife, again, a whole wife. I know you got a wife. I'm just saying a whole wife and a baby at home. And you kidnapping a woman from Seattle. And she been missing since July the 15th. Come on. That's crazy. Man, y'all better get it right. I'm telling y'all, if you don't get it right, y'all gonna be in some trouble. They kidnapping women. They taking that don't belong to them. Again, they are kidnapping women. They're kidnapping. Now, also, I know it's a small town in Minnesota. The police officers in Minnesota, they all walked out. They said they was concerned about their wages. I wonder, did they hire a new mayor? I wonder, did they hire a new councilman? Something like that went on for the whole force to walk off in Minnesota. Nobody's there. No 911. 911. What's your emergency? You know, ain't no policeman gonna go out. The whole force walked out in a small town in Minnesota. Man, they let you know right then, if everybody on the police force walk out, they let you know they don't give a concern about the community, about the town. And they never did, because they all walked off their job. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. What's going on? They said the wages? It's the money? What's happening? What's really happening? Kassandra said there are over 65,000 black women and girls missing in America. I know it. The melanated skin women are the ones who are being snatched up. And also in Texas, there are certain new laws. Let me go ahead and drop the link right quick for Kassandra and TT. There are a new law going on in effect in Texas in September the 1st. One of which is in charge of whoever's in charge of a boat, and you're intoxicated with a child less than 15 years of age on board. What is now called a Class B misdemeanor will become a felony, and it's punishable with 6 months to 2 years in state prison and a fine up to $10,000. Y'all better not be drinking on them boats with them babies. 15 years of age on board, less than 15 years of age, and you out there getting your party on, you drinking, got a little kid on board, you gonna go to jail. You're going to go to jail, and you're facing up to 6 months to 2 years in prison. And you're going to get that money up. Oh, Texas likes money. They always fixing on roads, bridges, street. They fixing on something, a building or something. So that $10,000 going to go lovely in their pockets. I mean, lovely in their pockets. Hey, you better get together. I'm telling you. It's a problem. The link is now pinned at the top. Let's see here. But yeah, y'all, hey, what we gonna do? Better get together.
Whatever it is that you do.
Get together. We better get together. Get together. Hey, Kassandra. Hey, TT. Hey, Sarah. Hey, everybody in the bushes. What's really going on? on, Kassandra? What's going on, Dad? What's going on, Dad?
Hey, friend.
Girl, look at her.
Hey,
I,
everybody. Sarah TT.
hey, everybody. She said, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? We're going to get some knowledge today. We coming to drop some gems today, goddamn. Man, look at here. What you don't know, you going to know today. We going to drop some gems. Look at here. These folks done went crazy. America done went crazy. The politics done went crazy. The government ain't doing the right thing. They got us out there hanging, looking crazy, looking like fools. Look at her. Say, y'all better take y'all money out them banks and start saving y'all coins at the house. You better start going to the grocery stores. But I don't know. It might be too late because that lab grow meat. That lab grow meat. They may be in the stores. It might be too late, y'all. Hey, if you ain't went to the grocery store and grocery shopping, y'all, look here, we might be a little too late, cause look here, that meat, again, I've been telling y'all about that meat. And now, if you've been listening to me, I don't know. If you've been paying me any attention, if you ain't, shame on you. Y'all looking crazy right about now. That lab grow meat, something else, y'all. They got it in the stores. Hey, they got them in the stores. They got that lab grown meat. There it is. Y'all see it? You better pay attention. They got it. It's out there. You see the label, field lab. Fresh lab. That's fresh lab. That's it right there. You better pay attention. Beyond beef. You better pay attention. They got it in the store. Y'all might be eating it already. You might be unboxing. You better look at your packages in your refrigerator. Go to the freezer. They run to the freezer, start looking. Make sure you ain't bought it. I'm telling you. The quarter meat. There it is. Right there. There it is right there. Y'all better check them labels out. Y'all see it. Now, I'll tell you now, I talked about this about a week or so ago. I ain't just now talking about it. I done said it before. You better pay attention. You better run and tell somebody because they being a fool right about now. Thinking that lab grown meat, oh, that's cheap meat. Compared to the other meat, yeah, you go ahead and buy that cheap meat because you thinking it's cheap meat. Yeah, that's that lab grown meat. You better slow down. Check your labels. Check it out. Even the chicken, the steak, your pork. Hey. Hey, you better check it out.
You sure right. You sure right, though. You sure right.
Am I right? Am I right, Pap?
Yeah, you sure right.
Y'all better check that meat. I'm telling y'all, cause I'm checking mine. I'm checking mine from the front and from the back. I promise you, I'm checking mine.
Cause I'm sitting here reading some of the new laws that's going to take effect in Texas.
Yes. Yes.
And one of them is criminalizing homeless camping. Makes camping in an unapproved public place a misdemeanor crime that carries a fine up to $500. Yep. Cities cannot opt of the ban. Yep. Cannot opt out of the ban. These people, and on your gun violence, I'm reading it all. They hitting at you hard, cause it.
I know. Let me tell you something. So yeah, I know. I knew about that about the 10th thing. I've been knowing about this since last year. I talked about it. I've been knowing about this since last year. They're gonna get them a fine. Now how you gonna get them people a damn fine and they already homeless?
Thank you.
You trying to tell me Dallas County gonna be full? The jailhouse gonna be full
that don't make no sense.
Of the homeless people.
They already talking about
the Dawson jail over there. What the hell going? Yeah, Monette, I've been telling you about them banks. Yeah, I saw that it's full fledged. What the lab grown meat is in Walmart? Shut your mouth, girl. Shut up.
Lord have mercy.
Kassandra, but back to them laws. They girl them laws to change. And I always tell people all the time, check your laws. Your laws change all the time. You don't even know.
They sure do. They sure do. A lot of this stuff they got here, and most of these I'm reading was last year. They did last year. They ain't showing all the ones that's gonna take place September 1st, 2023. Most of these September 1st, 2022.
And see, I read, like I said, this one time I read that last year about the 10th thing. You're gonna give you a fine. But my thing, if you get a homeless person a fine because they ain't got nowhere to sleep, and y'all know the rent done boost up, and everybody know, like me, my lease to be up. I might be moving, or I might be signing my lease. If I sign my lease, that means my lease might go up another $30. Every time you sign a new lease, the doggone rent go up. Every daggone time. Every daggone time you sign your lease, your rent go up in the apartment complex at least. I don't know about the houses, but in the apartment complex, your rent goes up.
Yeah.
You know, and my rent should go up. So if I'm gonna pay over $1,000 a month, or do I want to move somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? I gotta check my options. But then when I check my options, I gotta make sure is about the rent. I gotta pay first and last month rent. I gotta pay deposit and first month rent. I gotta come up with that, and then I don't get my deposit back to 30 days later. So I don't get my deposit back.
Yeah.
So I'm damned if I do it. I'm damned if I don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's all about design. It's all about design. It's all about design. Even these young people, I'm listening to them. It's hitting home on a lot of people. I seen a video of the little girl talking about how they expect you to have 3 times the rent to move in when you barely scraping up enough for the first and last the deposit and the first month rent to move in. And most people, when they go look for somewhere to live, they base on how much they can pay by how much they, if I'm looking $500, that's all I can afford for rent, $500. You ain't banking on you got to have $1,500 just to move in when I can only afford $500 a month.
Yes,
and these young kids that's venturing out on their own, they finding that out and they don't like that. They don't like that at all.
Yeah. And then, and the kicking part is the administrative fee. What the freaking fuck is administrative fee? What the hell? Who am I paying for? Who am I paying administrative fee to?
Yeah, why I got to pay that? That's your job to sit there. You getting paid to sit here and go with these applications. So why I got to pay an extra fee for you to go with my application? Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Monell said, that's sad though. If they are homeless, where are they gonna go? They need a home group home or something for homeless people. Oh, they need a home, but they won't do that though. It's usually better to rent from a private person because I'm renting from a private person. He rent still gonna go up. Rent still gonna be going up, Monell. I rent from a private owner. I do. I really do. It's hard. I don't know how them kids gonna make it. These kids get freshly graduated high school last year, but this year just graduated high school, and how they gonna make it? And y'all know they ain't got no. It's hard. It's hard. Then if you go to college, you're not really you may not really get a job in what you with the college in because it may not be no jobs for that.
That's right. That's right. They automating everything. It's really hard. I feel for the younger generation because it's hard on them. It's hard on them.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. And if you can't get it, you know how you gonna go get it. If you ain't got it, you know how you gonna go get it. What you want. Yeah. You know how to get what you want if you want what you need. To take care of what you need to take care of. And that's what's gonna end up being. I mean, it's crazy because Texas really doing too much. Their lives are just changing like it ain't nothing but. It ain't the better for us. It's better for the people down there in Austin, Texas. Down yonder way. Down yonder.
It ain't only Texas. It's all over America. The same thing going on. It just the same thing is going on. All you gotta do is the main states they talk about is California, New York, Texas, and Florida. Whatever major thing they talking about in California, like they talk about all them people on Skid Row in Los Angeles, right there in front of the town, City Hall and all that. That's everywhere. They just highlighting it in the big cities so people won't know or think that that's only happening there because that's a big city. No, it's happening everywhere.
Everywhere. And that's crazy. And we're not even paying attention because we too busy arguing and kicking and having a good time. And your shit fucked up.
They're like, just like a lot of people say, I've heard of several people say, you don't pay attention to it till it hit your front door. When it
Yeah.
happened to you, then you want to get all in the uproars when you should have been paying attention to begin with, you know?
And you weren't paying no attention. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Man, I don't know. It's getting scary. It's getting scary, friend. It's getting real scary.
But
It's
you
getting
know,
scary.
them youngsters, they the one gonna be able. Everybody sleeping on them youngsters, and
Yeah, they is.
George Floyd uprising should have showed them, because them mainly that was in the street, them young kids. You know, I call them kids because I'm old anyway.
Yeah, you go.
But
Yeah,
them young,
yeah.
them 18 to 24 voters that they looking for, that they looking for to come in and vote. Them the ones that was in the street.
Yeah.
And them the ones ain't liking what's going on. Them 18 actually the 34. 18, they don't like what's going on, because by the time you turn 30, even if you took the steps that society got set up, go to school, go to college, get an education, you struggling. You ain't supposed to be struggling in your 30s if you took the steps. You're supposed to be able to get a job. You struggling. People every day people is talking about how the inflation is popping off and all this kind of stuff, and we almost back up to $5 a gallon of gas again, like it was when Bush was in office. It's a bunch of mess going on, and people need to take note, because they just like that artificial meat, they sliding it in up under the radar of all this other mess that's going on.
Amen. Amen. You better come on tell them. They say it's already in the stores. They ain't been telling us, but you know what? I always read my layer, but at first they were saying that they didn't have to tell you at first, but now they saying they got to tell you. But I'm scared, yeah. I mean, hey, and the fish. I mean, even the fish might be jacked up. You know what I'm saying? The fish jacked up too. Oh my God!
I've been kind of sort of thinking about not so much the fish jacked up, but not like they doing it. When they come up with that tilapia, I ain't never heard of no. I know there's a whole bunch of different kind of fish out there, but all of a sudden this tilapia done popped up on the scene. Where this stuff come from?
I don't know. It's some man-made fish, I guess. I don't know. I know perch.
I know one of them too when I see one.
I know
A perch, a shrimp, a catfish, a gar.
Yeah. Girl, I ain't seen no garfish. I don't know. I love some garfish. My goodness, girl, shut your mouth. That's some good eating. You hear me, girl?
Oh yeah. As long as you eat it when it's hot.
That's the whole idea. That's a trick to it, right? Eat it when you hot. That's a trick. You got to eat it when it's hot. Sure is. That's the whole trick about it. But I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. I don't know. And see, and these young kids, these are ones that they ain't going for a lot of stuff that they try and put off on these kids. They ain't going for it.
They sure ain't. I'm learning too. I'm sitting back watching, because I got a lot of them around me, you know, in different age frames, and I'm paying attention. These kids paying more. They said these kids is actually paying attention. They might not be acting like they is, but the one that might got somebody to talk to them, or you know, they paying attention.
Yeah, they paying attention.
They paying attention.
Yeah, I'm glad they is.
They paying attention. Because you know, it's 20-year old. A lot of them supposed to be carefree. You know, okay, I get me a little job, I make me a little money, I can do what I want to with my money, buy me a car, buy me some clothes. Shoot, they can't hardly do that. Little teenagers.
They sure can't. They can't do that. They can't. They can't even do that. Monell, teacher said they telling it now because folks are mad, but it's a lot. They still won't tell us. People better wake up. You sure right, TT.
She sure right about that. It's a whole lot. They ain't telling, but they can't hide it all, because their internet is an ML.
Monell said she love her some tilapia. That's that man-made fish.
I can wrap my mouth around it. And I try fish.
I've ate it. I've ate it once or twice. But I'm like, nah. But
I ate some thinking, wasn't paying no attention to what I bought, and thought I was grabbing catfish, and it was tilapia, and didn't pay no attention to it until I ate it. I said, this don't taste like no catfish. What is it?
Tilapia.
It was tilapia.
God, dog, it'll snuck in on you. You get you some tilapia. Ain't that
In a
some
rush
mess?
one day, buying groceries, wasn't even paying no attention.
That's why I say you gotta be careful. You gotta look at them labels. Yeah, you gotta watch them. You gotta pick them labels up the right kind of way. You know, you're gonna be in, sister. We're gonna be a lot of people gonna have their meat confused when they first watch, and a lot of people's stomachs gonna be tore up. But I ain't gonna have my stomach tore all up carrying on and stuff. Titi says these young people too accustomed to making fast money, not value in earning and honest living. Shake my head. They are.
Yep.
No
but
value.
you know what? But you know what? You sure right, TT. But you know what? It's more than one way to make fast money now with that. I'm gonna say it again. Internet. And them young kids is only the ones that's paying attention. They own it. They own it. But they realizing that this little money I'm making, I still can't survive off of this. This ain't nothing. That's why they going to them extremes like the OnlyFans and all that. Outside the fact that some of them is ratchet. But that's why they doing that. They want that fast money. They want that fast money for their life because that's all the mainstream media done pumped in their faces.
Titi said,
fast money.
Titi said, I'm about to grow everything and give me a chicken. You gonna have chickens in your backyard. Remember a long time ago, people they got them chickens in their yard. Yeah, they got their food in their yard. They got their meal in their yard. Yeah, you better get you a chicken, TT. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go sometime this week and give me some seeds this weekend. I'm going to the altar. I need to go to the altar to give me some seeds. It's where you go get your seeds at, because y'all was saying that once seeds might grow one year, seeds might not grow the next year. I want to make sure I get some pretty good seeds. She said maybe even a cow. You're going to need your cow too, baby. You're going to need your horse, a cow, a pig, a chicken, a turkey, a rooster.
So you telling the truth. You tell people don't realize. A lot of the black folks don't realize that it's going to go back to that in order for us to survive. Because I said the same thing you said, TT. I was going to give me a chicken too. I went and tracked the supply and seen they selling the baby chickens up in there. I said, ooh, too. I know why. Come give me a chicken. And in Texas, you can have them in your yard. It's not illegal.
Can I have one on my patio? Can I put a chicken on the patio, girl, and put some chicken pieces around it? Girl, look at her. I'm girl.
You can order chicken coops offline. You can order a little bit of chicken coop offline. All you need is the wild basket to keep them in and some hay.
But you know, when I was in Arkansas, when I worked at the job out there on tires out there, this man had a chicken farm, and I was wondering, what are you gonna do with this damn chicken farm? I bet you that old man richer than a summer gun right now, but he might be passed away. But his kids, they got their money, and that was back in 1991. 1990. That man went got him a chicken farm, chicken coop started. He had about lamps and all that stuff, girl. And I bet that old man is an old rich white man right about now, girl.
TT, you can't get in one chicken. You got to get two. You got to get you a rooster in the hen so you can get you some eggs too.
Yeah, God, they're going to wake everybody in the neighborhood up. You hear me, honey? They'll start throwing eggs at your front door to get you that damn rooster. Get rid of that rooster. You hear me, baby?
If they know like I know, they'll be happy. Be trying to be my friend, see where I got it from so they can get one to eat too.
Yeah, because we might need to go get us some acre of land, put us some animals on that, baby. You hear me? Cause we got you hope alive. That's what I'm. Shit, we in trouble.
I'm telling you, that's what I told my husband. I said, even though we both got somewhere to put some, if need be, he got some in Hooks, I got some down there in them woods. But we might not be able to get there. But then again, the way stuff going, we might not have no choice but to get there.
Yeah, but I'm talking. I got some in the country, but we need a piece of land in the city. We might not be able to get to the country.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told him. We might need to get us an acre or two somewhere around here because might not be able to get to the country.
Yeah. And TC, you're going to need that whole chicken. You're going to need all that, baby. Look here. Maybe everybody going to have animals in their backyard and going to have their clothes lines and hang their clothes up back in the backyard, huh? You're going to have shit. It's going to be more pets to eat then damn dogs around this mug. You watch what I'm telling you. I ain't kidding. It's gonna be some pets. Some pets and some goats.
And you know why they doing that, don't you? They pushing their agenda hard as heavy as they can, cause that internet. Internet is people waking up, people starting to grow their own food and all this kind of stuff. They even try to make laws and stuff. I think we talked about it before. You got to tell them people if you got a garden and stuff, you got to register your garden now. No, you don't. I should be able to do what I want to on my land. And why I got to tell you if I got a garden? You know, every time we start waking up, start going back to trying to take care of ourselves, the kind of act they fake meat. There they go.
Wait a minute, sister. Wait a minute. Go back. We're gonna rewind this shit one more time. This shit's in there one more time. You said they trying to tell you how to grow it. You can't grow no garden. That what you just said? Just then.
Yeah, in certain states and cities, you got to register. If you got a little old garden, you gotta register it with the city. Well, I gotta register my garden with the city. That don't make no sense.
What?
The first law of nature is self-preservation. If I plant a garden to preserve myself, why do you have a problem with that?
What? Good, shut your mouth.
You know.
Did y'all hear it? I hope y'all heard it. Did you hear it, TT? Y'all heard it, right? Shit. TT said, TT said she gonna get ride for her farm. She said she going to suit up then. You got to suit up, TT?
Yeah.
Cause TT said we got TT, you got a battleship. We got foreign battleships down at our Canadian border, and folks on here arguing over rank tails, scabies, rabies. I can't do it. I gotta stay focused on what matters. Dang.
That's all right.
I ain't heard that, girl. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, they got battleships. They got them. That's what they talk about. Russia and China on the border. Yeah, they battleships on the border of the United States.
I'm talking about that garden. I can't be about the garden. They try to make people register their garden. But you know what? I'm finna give me one. This dude gonna when the homeless people over there where we was the other day, the man gonna make me a little thing for put my above garden. He gonna make me above garden. So I'm gonna make it wide enough to be put on my patio, honey. Cause I'm gonna give me some damn vegetables and fruits and put on my patio. I wish I could put me a chicken on my patio, but I'm on the second floor. I can't put no chicken on the patio, but I need me a chicken go on my patio.
And you can like get you some flower pots and plant your stuff in too, like them I can't say it. Terracotta, them orange ones everybody use, a lot of them. Some that you can drain water and that'll hold the water.
Yeah, the old fashioned, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them you can it's a lot of ways to do a garden. Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to do it, you'll be able to do it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give me a couple pots, but this man gonna make me a good bulb I can put on my patio where it's stand up, it's stand up on up the ground. So he gonna make me one of those over there. So I asked him, he gonna charge me. He said no, I'm gonna throw him a little $20, something, something in his pocket. Ain't nothing free. Yeah, ain't nothing free. But yeah, I got to do something because I ain't gonna be able to go to the store because Kroger's is so doggone high.
And not only that. Now you talk about the fake food. I read too. They said that Kroger and I think it's Albertsons and Kroger done bought Albertsons, but I think the Kroger brand and the Albertsons brand of the canned food, they said don't get that because it ain't worth a flip. And I was buying a lot of that at one point. Kroger brand especially.
What?
I said something about the way they pack it. The way they pack it is and it got a whole bunch of salt in it. Even the one that say no salt. It got a whole bunch of salt in it, and they said Kroger brand and Albertsons brands are the worst ones. So you better out buying the name brand if you're gonna buy canned food.
Shut up. All right, then. Hold on, Kassandra, just see if I could go to commercial right quick. I think we is anyway. Let's see. I don't know. I thought I was gonna go to a commercial, but I don't know. I did my sound. Let's see here. But TT said, we couldn't get attached at any moment. We get taken at any moment. People don't even realize the world of we will be in when shit will be in when it happens. I know, TT. I know. So yeah, so Pap, let's talk about these shifts out here in these streets. You still here, Pap?
Yeah, I'm here. I
So
told you.
how
I told you.
how did they how did we let the not we how did they let that happen? Because it ain't no we thing. How did they let that happen?
Cause they've been doing soft attacks, TT. They've been doing soft attacks, so it was inevitable they do hard attacks. It's sooner or later they were gonna do it. You don't let China come over here and buy up everything.
Yeah.
China own American companies, born and bred American companies. They own so many acres of farmland. To Texas had to pass a law to say that if you are Chinese born, you ain't no American, you can't buy no land in Texas.
They did. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Texas hell no, y'all can't come down here buy no land. They buy no land. And Bill Gates own all this land. He own and
Yes.
I did a little research on that. He own land everywhere but in Texas.
Yeah, he owned land everywhere. They won't let they would not let Bill Gates buy no land here in Texas. Yes, ma'am. You show
No,
this
no.
Greg Abbott said, "No, baby, you ain't coming down here with that." But no,
Mm-mm,
that ain't happening in Texas, baby. We ain't gonna let
mm-mm,
you like that.
mm-mm,
That's
mm-mm.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it's
and my
crazy.
thing is, um, you know, Puna, you know, him and Trump was real good buddy. See what I'm saying? But and
Yeah,
then him and Trump had a deal. They had a deal. Him and Trump had a deal.
yeah,
But Biden went in there and intervened on that deal.
yeah,
Now old Putin mad at us all over again.
yeah. See, the whole thing was Russia actually owed the United States money.
Yes.
They actually owe the United States money. That's why pay attention. They always tell you follow down. That's why the United States was sending all that money to Ukraine. Cause Russia actually owed the United States money. And the president got in there and cut that pipeline off that would have helped Russia make money. Trump was gonna let the pipeline go through.
Right. Uh-huh. Right. Right.
And Biden got in there and he shut it down.
Right. But see, George Bush Sr. was I think before him, a president before him, or even George Bush Sr. They didn't want to start that deal with Ukraine. Or that we've been messing with Ukraine for years. Ukraine owe us
Yeah,
some billions and
yeah.
billions of dollars.
Yes, they've been in that mess because and Joe Biden got his hand in with Ukraine when he was the vice president. You know, he was a senator before he came vice president.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He was a senator before he came vice president. But when he became vice president, that the son telling it all. When he became vice president, that's when he stuck his hand because you could, as the president, you got dealings with the country's firsthand more than as a senator.
Right. Uh-huh.
So he started dipping his hand in the mess that the United States was stirring up. The United States, the deal was if with the oil that Russia could have got the money out of, it would have helped them pay back what they own the United States. But the crooks and thieves that's born and raised in America, bred in America, they always got their hand out in the oven in your pocket.
I don't understand how.
And if you don't do what I say, that's why they were sending all these, knowing that Russia got just as much stuff as we got, and some of it probably even better. And but y'all gonna send Ukraine all this, knowing Russia bigger, Russia bigger.
Yeah.
And you stuck your nose in there between Russia and Ukraine when you didn't have no business.
That's right. That's right. But you know, we want to help though. We want to help. We want to help. You know, they want to help. Shit, it ain't us. They want to get there and help. So I don't understand. I don't understand how they let you crack me. How they let China run up on us. But see, what happened was they had everybody distracted. See, with the sky balloons. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? With the alien talk and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
all that mess.
All that foolishness on the media. You know what I'm saying? All that going on with I think his name DeSantis. I can't think his first name. Ron DeSantis. Yeah. See, they had us distracted with all that different stuff. See, and look what happened. China done rolled up on us, girl. They done rolled up on us already, just that quick. But see, they said they've been coming toward us. And see, everybody thought they gonna come by air and by foot, but they came by water though. They did come by.
They did all three of them. They sent the balloon over here. Okay, they already got a Chinese police station in New York.
Yep.
So the next step was by water. They done did all three.
Yeah, you sure right. Then you say it like this, sister. You sure doggone me right. You sure right, because they do got a substation up there in New York. The police station, the Chinese.
Yep.
Do they sure do? I read that. They've been had this since last year, probably before then.
Yep. And I started paying attention because I started paying attention when I first heard, because it's been a couple of years since I knew about China owning land in America. And I started paying, like, how they coming over here just bad up all this land? What? You know, I'm just thinking to myself. And then a couple years later, you start hearing about Bill Gates buying up all the farmland.
Right.
And then last year, first part of this year, I think that's when you actually hear Texas. Nah, trying if you ain't know if you're not American or Texan, you can't buy no land
here. Texas ain't playing that. Hot Wheels. So you ain't gonna do that here in Texas, baby. We ain't for that. We run we run our own. We our own. And he say we take care of our own. I see he took care of that, didn't he?
Yeah.
He took care of that. And some states, I see where they're still messing with the African American or people with long hair, natural hair. But see here in Texas, Greg Abbott, I'm gonna call his name on this right here. He went in there and he stopped that. He said, no matter what your hair look like, the African American, how you wear your hair naturally, you still are able to get a job in Texas. He said he wasn't having that. That wasn't gonna work. And I'm glad he signed it.
You got to pay attention to the you a Texan, Kassandra, ain't you a Texan?
I know I did. Yeah.
You got to pay attention. It's a lot of black folks in Texas.
Yes.
And then white folks sure know how to keep us happy, even when they killing us. That's one thing about Texas. They know how, even when we get in an uproar and we go to climbing, they know how to keep us happy. And they know that we keeping the money generating in Texas.
Yeah.
Even with the little underhanded taxes that they doing in Texas also, like hiring all the Mexicans and everything. They still know that all these black folks down here got that spending power. And you keep just a little money in their pocket, they gonna spend it.
That's right. That's right. That's definitely that you show right on that. You show right on that. And we will fight if we got to fight.
Yep.
Right. We'll show up. We will show up and show out. We will do that. We will do that. But it's just crazy, and I don't see how Texas is gonna be able to pass this law. And I, people, like I say, people don't vote. And sometimes they don't put things on TV for voting to the day of the vote, or it's the day after the vote. You see what I'm saying? And people don't know what to even vote for. And sometimes radios it don't be on the radio sometimes, pal.
Well, cause I'm gonna have to kind of explain something to you on the voting thing. You just don't give your vote away for nothing. The process of voting is quid pro quo. What I'm gonna get. What I'm gonna get for my vote. What I'm gonna get for my time. What I'm gonna get for you putting me putting you up there in that office with them folks so you can sing and dance with them. What I'm gonna get for all that. So that's how black people gotta start looking at their vote and looking about their vote. It ain't for free. It's what I'm gonna get. Like I heard one person say, you pimp your vote out like you would your wallet.
Oh, hey, ouch. All right now.
When it comes to your wallet, you gonna pull it out when you want to. And when it's something in it that you want, when it's something that you can benefit for. So you gonna pull that wallet out. So your vote should be the same way and not just giving it away, because the last 50 years, the great president, L.B. Johnson said, I had them so-and-so voting Democrat for the next 50 years. And that's what black people been doing. And we ain't got nothing. Yeah. Symbolism. You give us Obama. Okay, he ain't black. He African American. Y'all misnomer that y'all labeled us African American. So he is actually African American. And when black people start saying Obama is actually African American, he's not black, they had to wait a minute, hold up, let's see what we can do now. So you gotta look at everything that's going on. Because them white folks not gonna tell us what's going on with Russia and China. You gotta use critical thinking on that one. They're not gonna tell us what's going on with them. You gotta pay attention for yourself on what they is telling you.
Yeah.
But you also gotta pay attention that when it all boils down to it, they gonna need us. They trying to kill us, but they gonna need us.
Yeah. And it's just crazy that we just I'm just stunned that I hadn't watched the news a couple of days. I'm just stunned how they let everybody just creep up on us, and they want I thought they had somebody that'll watch, some intelligence people that'll watch what was going on that big old map where everybody moving and carrying. I thought they had that map up there that flashing and carrying on with the red and green and the dots and shit. I thought they had that person was watching what was going on within the sea and within the above us and stuff. That person ain't doing their job or something. What's going on? I mean, it's crazy. They too busy trying to train Ukraine and how to fly those jets and stuff and shoot those missiles and stuff.
You be surprised. And I thought if anybody knows somebody personally that been in the military that actually open up about it, you be surprised how much none work they do after the first 2 years. After the first 2 years of service, you do a whole lot of none work. You do a lot of training the first 2 years, first 6 months, first 6 weeks, boot camp, whatever. The first year you go to school, maybe 2 years you go to school. After that, you do nothing. You do nothing.
Man.
You do a whole lot of training. You can learn a whole lot in the service. Now, don't get me wrong, but you can learn it got its pros and cons like everything do. It's how you take it and use it, and that's why the mainstream media distract us with Fat Lizzo.
Yeah. You sure right. Titi said they in cahoots and we are the ops.
Yep. You 100% right. Yep. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to the small details. Just like, okay, this is my thing, and I'm trying to talk in code so your video won't get no strike. This is my thing. All of a sudden you got this pandemic. All of a sudden you pushing my culture to the front. Oh, y'all the sickest one. We been knowing we the sickest one because how we get treated at the hospital.
Right.
Oh, y'all need to get this first. The skirt protector wasn't working. Then you get vex that ass up. Then you get I'm gonna show it all how they push us to the front. Vex that ass up. We're gonna give you $100 to come get this shot. We're gonna give you some weed to come get this shot. Get your booty to the pole. When y'all need something, we at the front of the line. When y'all want to experiment, we at the front of the line. But when we need something, y'all ain't hear us talking.
Yeah.
We invisible. Y'all ain't see us. We invisible. So when we start getting put to the front of the line like that, something ain't right. Something ain't right somewhere.
Yeah. We got to wake up, y'all. Our community's got to wake up. We got to wake up as a nation because they doing it to us. They doing it. They pushing a lot of stuff on us. That we got to go along with. We ain't really got no choice about some stuff. They push up on us. Just like here in Texas. Now, I don't know if you heard now. Have you heard where the security is now? They got security in the schools. Security guards in the schools. Now,
security guard.
Yeah, who would have thought that our kids be going to school with security guards in there?
Security guard.
Yeah, would you ever have? Now, just think about when we were going to school. Did you ever think that when we got older that our kids would be going, be going to school with armed security guards, girl? Would you ever?
No.
I would never thought of that.
No.
Me either.
I can't. I mean, I understand why they come up with it because y'all the one committing most of it. Y'all want to act like it's us, but it ain't none of us. All that violence and stuff that was going on in the black schools up north because y'all was creating that. Y'all was putting drugs in there, no resources, no nothing. Y'all created those ghettos.
Yeah.
But wasn't nobody just coming up to the school shooting it up because they mad?
No, what I'm saying, none of that. None of that. when they started bringing firearm to a hand fight. No, we didn't have no firearm. You had to go for what we know back in the day. We had a fight, but we couldn't bring no hand firearms to schoolhouse. You know, we didn't even think about bringing no firearms to schoolhouse. Back then, we know we didn't. You better not touch that. You know what I'm saying? We knew better. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now they taking that to school and they got what you call it, metal detectors in the schoolhouse, and I'm like, you know, I'm kind of scared now for the future of these kids going to school with these crazy thoughts in their mind. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I was watching this video and the woman said, she said, the parents scared of the kids, the teachers scared of the principal scared of the school board scared of the CPS and the board of education, and the kids ain't scared of nobody. That's why they disrespectful. Because they took the discipline out. They take the discipline out so the parents can't discipline their kids. They're scared they might go to school and tell it. And teachers don't know what to do because they're scared of what the principal might say. And like she said, the kids ain't scared of nobody because y'all done told them. If your mama hit you child abuse, CPS, there you go. And there you go. That's why ain't no respect, no order, no nothing.
Teacher
And
said
they like that.
Teacher said every generation gets weaker but wiser.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
and you know, I used to say a long time ago. I used to say, now why would they want to tell the kids if the parents hit them? You know, they call 911. But then now they getting the effect for the kids can't call 911 because you don't want, you know, you didn't want them to get no whooping back then. But now you mad because you made a mistake. You don't want to say you made a mistake, but you made a mistake, but you don't want to say it, but you see it though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was all part of their process. The kids get out of hand, you can't do nothing. We'll do something with them. We'll put them right over here in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they do. That's what they do. And then when, you know, like teacher said, they getting weaker, but they getting wiser though.
Yeah, they wiser. They real. These kids nowadays, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got from grandkids, I got from age 20 to age 1. And I got a 1-year-old great grandchild. So I'm looking at the different stages. You know, plus as old as I am, I've been looking, but just to actually look at the different stages in this day and age to see what's going on. And they each all they different environments. These kids smart. They very intelligent.
Very.
All they need is a little guidance. And if they got it the right way, you know, and the distraction's gonna be there. But if you can teach them what a distraction is, then they might have a little hope. Because these kids are very intelligent.
They sure are. They sure are. They sure are. Now, what you think about up in the new law where it's been a law, but people just not really waking up and paying attention to what people with the mayors and the governors and the councilmen's been saying, where they can't chase you anymore out the store if you got stolen merchandise. Do you know people are doing it? They showing out in California. They up there in California stealing everything out them stores, just walking out with trash bags and trash bags and trash bags of stuff. And those people just sitting there and they can't do nothing. Nothing.
Well, a lot of that they cause on themselves. Because you done got a lot of them that accuse people inside their store, Latasha Harden, and get shot in the back of the head. 14 years old, she didn't steal nothing. So then you got the store owners running behind the people, and maybe that same scenario, they ain't stole nothing. Somebody scared they was running. I did.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it from both sides of the coin. They bought that on themselves in one aspect of it.
Yeah, you're right. Cause one dude from the Walmart, he went outside to chase somebody and coming back to the store, he got hit by a car. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't condoning what they doing. I just look at you. I play devil's advocate sometimes when they try to make it just like, okay, all you mentioned that stuff's insured anyway. Like I said, a lot of that they bought on their own self. Cause whatever they steal, you got to have insurance on your business anyway. So that stuff insurance anyway. So you done took a person's life, and they were stealing. Yeah, it's wrong to steal, but you done took a person's life, and you gonna get your money back anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then when you do pay, that person do go to jail behind, you still get your money regardless, and the state gonna get their person money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's what they doing. That's crazy. And people better and they waking up. And then even in Texas, I seen this girl. She went to the store. She was stealing some stuff, and she had a little one little onesie romper on her little cute little teddy bear tennis, cute teddy bear house shoes on her feet. Her homegirls in the store was stealing, honey, and she opened a gallon of milk up, honey, a half a gallon of milk up, honey, and poured it all on the floor, honey, and walked all out. And then they couldn't even arrest her, honey. She just kept on going down the stairs. There. My thing is, now that they know that's a law now, people being just gonna be in there stealing, taking shit they don't need to be taking, and just being ruthless and pay for your. It's still you got to pay for what you want. Just can't go and just take stuff. If you want to just take stuff, after a while, the business gonna go out of business. And then what you gonna do?
That's right. Them ones just being stupid, because you can't chalk that up to nothing else. They either just being stupid or somebody done sent them in there to do it. One of the two. Because anybody knows, you just don't go take advantage of people like that. It's consequences. The laws can be rewritten, and the laws are interpreted differently. That's why you have a prosecutor and a defense attorney, because they can be interpreted one or two ways. So they got to either just be stupid or somebody send them in there to do it.
You know, that's crazy. You're gonna just steal. I mean, I don't know how you just want to do it for this big name. Those people, like you said, they're just doing it for the hell of it because they see what the law is, and they're just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, don't get me wrong. One thing I hate is a thief. Oh, don't steal from me. I don't like that.
Amen.
But you just taking it to the extreme like that. You got to be mentally. When I say stupid, I don't just mean just stupid. You got to be mental just to walk in there. That don't make no sense. Why would you do that? Where's the logic in that? Just because you want to? I want $1 million, but it ain't gonna fall out there.
Yeah, teacher said prayer went out of school and hell broke loose. It sure did.
Yep.
It did. It broke loose. Yeah, it did. And then, and also I blame a little bit. I can't blame much, but I blame a little bit on Trump but then I can't. Trump just really brought out what people had in them and what they've been wanting to say, but they were scared to say it because they didn't want to get in too much trouble. So what he did was he just really brought it out people what they were just really wanted to say. That's how I'm going to put it like that, because I can't say Trump made the Caucasian people just coming out, just calling people the ends and the Karens and all that. I can't say that. He just basically just went there, just brought out what people was really just thinking. You know what I'm saying? And also
it was time.
Yeah.
It was time. Don't get me wrong. Trump, everybody knew Trump was if you 40 and over, you don't grew up knowing Trump was a racist son of a bitch. Everybody knew that.
Everybody knew
that. It was a scare tactic on them handful of voters, that black voters. It was a scare tactic. Oh, he racist. He gonna do this. Everybody, he bought it out, like you said. He bought it out. And that's why they were so scared of him. He bought out, because Trump wasn't no politician.
He's a businessman.
But he knew how the government was ran because he was donating to it.
That's right. That's why he was dealing with it.
And that's how he was staying in business. And he called Hillary out in the debate when she was talking about the taxes and stuff and all the loopholes we were using. And the IRS, he said, well, why don't you get rid of them? Some of the same ones that doing my taxes are your friends.
Right.
And he called her out and wasn't nobody paying attention.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody paying attention. Trump a businessman, and he knew how the government, that's why they didn't want him up there, because they knew he was going to tell everything, and he did.
Yeah.
And he was going to show how racist that the government really is. He was going to show, that's how come all his people come out, most of them diehard racists come out supporting Trump. He was telling this is what is in America anyway. Y'all the one been trying to hide it. This is what's here.
This is here. It's here. You're going to do it the right way, or let it be what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Ain't nothing about it. Titi said all that merchandise is insured, like she said. Yeah, it's all insured, all of it. All of it. But you just pay when you go to jail. You just paying the state back because and the time going to jail because like you said they getting it back anyway. I think all businesses are bonded, right? Ain't they bonded? Ain't they bonded, pal?
You have to have insurance. It depends state to state. You have to have insurance depending on what you're doing. And bond ain't nothing but insurance, so yeah.
Okay. See what I'm saying? That's crazy. And they ain't
They
listening.
use that's how they them this ain't not to get out subject, but that's how they use to try to throw us off. A bond ain't nothing but insurance.
Yeah.
And they use different words to try to throw people off.
Yeah, right. Have people wondering, and and they use certain words to scare some of the scare tactics because people don't know what certain words for that. They use a different word but mean the same thing.
Yep.
Baby, I'm telling you. Well, I don't know. Well, people better wake up while they out here fighting and arguing about this and that and little stupid stuff and things out in the world is really going on and people not even paying attention. It's right, but I know we not even paying attention.
What you think about that baby that was in Atlanta got decapitated?
Wasn't that some girl? That broke my heart.
That just mine too. That just hurt my feelings, boy. I want to cry.
That hurt. It was good. That broke my heart. I'm like, what in the world? What's really going on? How could it have happened? How could it have happened? I don't know.
And then how did that happen? And why? How could y'all lie to them people?
Yeah, they did.
You ain't telling people nothing. You sitting their face and bold face lie, just like with just heartless.
Didn't you bother them till they lie?
Wait.
That's a person out of heart. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on just 1 second. I don't know how they did that and then couldn't be truthful to that young couple. I mean, and how can you be a nurse to stand by there and just look at that? You see what I'm saying? I would just got sick. I think I would have just been walked away crying. And I would have told it by my face and by my expression and the tears that would be coming out of my eyes. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't. I don't understand. Could you have sat there and not say nothing if something like that would have happened? Are you trying to get back up again? Okay, hold on. You know you got another screen up, right?
Wait a minute, I got
You got two of them up, yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, I guess. Yeah, yes, Lord. Titi said that story had me appalled. I'm just sick thinking about it. That was awful. My heart goes out to the couple because I'm like, Titi, how can you just, Titi, could you just sit there with a straight face? And because you're that nurse and you had to be there, could you sit there with a straight face and not say nothing? I mean, no tears, no emotion on your face, no nothing. You know, try not to give it away. Cause me myself, I would have cried. I would have cried. I couldn't have stood there. I couldn't have sat there and watched that. I would have cried. There is no way in the world that I could have did that. I couldn't sit there and watch that. So Pat, could you have sat there and watched that being a nurse, being in the delivery room? Could you have sat there and watched that happen without showing any kind of emotion or break out in tears or not a, oh my gosh to the people? I mean, you know, you would have gave something. I would have gave it away. I'm sorry. I would just gave it away.
Me too. I would have been. I don't know what I would have been doing. I probably would have been crying so hard. I don't know. I couldn't see straight. No.
I would have got fired.
Me too. I would have got fired.
I was fired, and I wanted to give me some milk to I gotta give me a doctor. I just couldn't take it.
Yeah, I couldn't say, oh no. I couldn't handle that. What and the details, every time the details that was coming out, I would get mad and madder. I wanted to go fight that woman.
And, I mean, how did that happen? Did they use some kind of tool to pull it? No, sometimes they can get a tool to pull the baby on out. No, I'm talking the clamp. I'm talking about.
I don't know. From what I read the article, and the one article that the couple of people I listened to was talking about, I had read that article because it was like one of the first articles came out when they first started talking about it, and it came across my timeline, and I'm like, what? I automatically read that article, and she had the baby. The head came out vaginal, and they waited. I'm thinking it was like 5 hours, so they decided to do a C-section.
What?
And took the other part of the baby, and then took the other part, the body out. And then you didn't tell the mama, they begging y'all to see their baby. What's going on? They want to see their baby. And then you didn't tell y'all, prop the baby head on her and wrap it up in a towel. And then tell the mama that the baby head. And my thing was, okay, why they didn't? I guess they told him that they was dead, the baby was dead, but they didn't tell him that the baby head was out. Because I'm trying to figure out why the parents didn't undo the blanket. I want to see my baby.
The whole body. Yeah, to the whole body. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
I couldn't figure that part didn't make sense to me, but they was young. Yeah, and she probably was crying, but I think I would have, I don't know. I can't judge on that part. But y'all didn't tell her. Y'all gave her that baby like that. And then, on top of that, the funeral home told them.
Also, hold on. So the hospital never told them, period, at all.
The hospital told them that the baby was dead, and they they wasn't gonna give him no free autopsy. So the best thing for them to do was have the baby cremated. And they said no, they wanted it sent to
Right.
a funeral home. And when it got to the funeral home people seen all the trauma to the baby and called the medical examiner to report the trauma to the baby. And the hospital didn't even notify the death of the baby to the medical examiner.
What you say? Shut your doggone mouth.
And that's one time, I don't know if the medical, and he probably white in Georgia still. He stood up and he said, the hospital said they did notify the medical examiner. And he said, no, you didn't. The first time I even heard of the baby, the infant, was through the funeral home. The funeral home was doing what they supposed to and calling the medical examiner to make sure everything was supposed to clean before they buried the baby with all the trauma to the baby.
God, dog.
And the automatic trauma, they decapitated the baby. It's automatic trauma.
I wonder how the hell they do some shit or shizness like that. TT said not at all purpose. I couldn't have worked there after finding out what had happened. That was too horrible. I know. What? It was so horrible. I know.
Wait a minute. I didn't give y'all the good part. I mean the juicy part.
What?
You go to catch. The hospital said that the doctor that was supposed to do all this did not work there. It was not an employee of that hospital. Why was she? Yeah, why was she there delivering babies if she was not an employee? You have to have privileges to work at a hospital. The hospital have to, because they say, well, you got to go to this hospital because this is where he work at and all this, because he got privileges to work at that hospital. You have to have privilege to work at the hospital. They said she was not an employee there. So that means, why did she have privileges to be delivering babies? What the hell?
What?
And the last name was African, so I don't know. I'm just saying the last name was African. Yeah. But I knew, here it comes. It was a black woman, female, and they had rubber plastered her picture, but you ain't seen it no more.
God,
I saw a picture.
What? So they ain't saying too much about that. That's kind of like, I ain't seen too much that being plastered everywhere. I've been saying just a little headline here, a little headline there. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really seeing nothing.
They don't want no uproar. Because that's, it's why it's circulating. It's very undercover. They circulate. They don't want no uproar because people gonna get in an uproar when if you ain't in an uproar, you ought to be.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why we don't go to the doctor.
Right. Yeah, I don't be going.
They don't wonder. They know why.
Isn't that crazy? And nobody's really, and the thing about it is, nobody's really talking about it. Nobody's really saying too much about it at all. Nobody.
They don't want us in the uproar. It's too hot.
Well, they need to talk about this right here because they got this quiet as a mice.
And they won't sweep it under the rug so everybody think it was a fluke. Nah, it wasn't no fluke. There's someone right about that whole situation. You supposed to be a doctor in this day and age in 2023. And somebody so eloquently put that I heard say it. Too much technology.
Too much technology. I know that's right. Too much technology, doggone me. Look at him. Boy, I tell you what. But that's sad. TT said had the nerve to prop that baby up behind a glass window to cover up the fact that they decapitated him that was sick. And them people gonna answer for that. Amen. TT said every mother deserved the right to hold her deceased child before the morgue takes them. They play with their young couple in heads. Yes, they play with the children. God, dog. And people ain't really they not really saying nothing about it, y'all. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
They ain't saying nothing.
Nah. They want you to think it's a flu. Just like
God
it was a little boy in Houston. His mom and dad is suing the hospital now. They trying to, they can't get no lawyer. The little boy got sick and he went in for some kind of procedure or something. And he ended up dead. And they didn't want to tell him. They didn't want to tell the parents that the daddy. I think the daddy said it took them 7 hours before they finally told him his son was dead.
What?
So they kept running game and everything. Almost kind of sort of like it just kind of sort of mirror what happened to that little baby. And this happened like I think he said like this happened like 4 or 5 years ago.
Ain't that something? See, now see there. That just ain't that about crazy that I don't know what.
Yep.
What in the world?
They just kept on asking, "Where my son? Where my son? Where my son?" They would never tell him. Would never tell. He said he told him he wasn't going nowhere. Kept on telling. He said they like they do try to escalate and make it seem like he was the one wrong because he was getting loud, demanding answers and stuff. And called the security. He said they called security on him and everything. And he told him do what you got to do. But y'all go before I leave here, y'all gonna tell me what happened to my son.
Yeah. God dog it, ain't that something?
Where my son at? What they didn't even want to tell the man that his son was dead. And then the doctor wasn't the one who told him. It was the anesthesiologist.
God dog.
He said you could tell. He said you could tell by the way they was acting that they was trying to cover up something.
God dog. Ain't that something? Then they gonna pay for all that.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you, boy, I know that. And the way I seen that young lady up there on that news, man, I know that young lady is hurt. That young woman is hurt. That young girl, that young sister is hurt, cause that is crazy as hell.
And the daddy too, cause they said they planned that baby. They wanted the baby. That's why they named him after the daddy. He was a junior. Yeah. And the daddy was standing right there by. They wanted the baby. They had planned that baby. They said they're a nice looking couple. You know. They look like they're a nice looking couple. Nice looking couple. Boy, I tell you, girl, look here, y'all, we better wake up, y'all. We gotta pay attention, cause boy, look at here. This stuff is crazy out here. The doctors ain't telling you what's going on. It's like now, who can you trust? You can't trust the doctors, the media. You can't trust the governor. The politics. Who do we got? Who do we have that we can trust? Who? We ain't got nobody we can trust. Nobody. No. For each other. We ain't got nobody. And I done witnessed firsthand how they, if you pay attention, I witnessed firsthand. My oldest son got a heart problem. You wouldn't be able to tell he had a heart problem just by watching him and looking at him, because I want to hit him in here. Anyway, he was so active and he was a boy, and he cut his leg. And I took him to Wally Hospital, and he was bleeding. My son was just bleeding, blood just gushing out his leg, And Miss Rose, she, the black lady custodian, worked there forever and a day. She was working there when I worked there. And she come out there, and cause she was mopping the blood off the floor, we couldn't stop it from bleeding. Now we didn't come from the house of Wally, and we couldn't stop it. He said it'd stop a little bit, then it'd start back up, cause no one, you couldn't keep him still. And she was constantly mopping up blood. And we had sitting out there in that waiting room for about 2 hours. And she asked us, and I told her, I said, my son got a heart problem. All they had to do was put his name in the computer, because he was going there for the cath lab. He was born there. So all they had to do was put his name and birthday and social security number, and he gonna automatically pop up. And she said, I'm gonna go back here and tell these people because I'm tired. At first, I'm tired of looking at him bleeding, and second, I'm tired of mopping up this blood. And she went back there, and she told them people they need to come and get him. And that nurse was walking right behind her and took us back there and stitched his leg up.
Titi said they probably tried offering them people all kind of money to not to do that interview.
Yep. Yep.
And she said the daddy wouldn't even look at the camera. His spirit is broke. You can tell. God.
Yep. Yep. You can tell that he was hurt. The daddy was hurt.
God, dog. And you know what? That's something they would never be able to fix. That
nope.
just out there. I mean, now this. Let me ask you: do you think they could have messed her up to want to have another baby? You think? You think they could frighten her? They could make her put her down, not having a baby.
That was the first thing that crossed my mind. I wondered if she could have any more kids.
Yeah.
If they did something to her and made it well, she can't have no more kids.
No more doggone kids. Oh, doggone it! Ain't that something? Do you
that
think
was the first thing popped in my head?
Do you think that mess with her mentally, her mental state?
Of course, I'm quite. He would have messed with me mentally, so yeah, I'm sure it messed with her too.
I'm gonna need me a check after that. I never need a check. I ain't gonna do the rest of my life. I'm suing everybody. I'm suing everybody. I don't care what the hell I signed. I'm suing.
That woman crazy. You sure right. I sure am crazy. Give my check.
Yeah, give me my money. But I'm telling boy, say, boy, I'm telling you,
when they say it's a jungle out there, they sure right.
Girl, you crazy. They sure right. There's a jungle out there. But we already know how it's going under the huh?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I would never thought I'd be in a world with so much negativity and so much devilment and so much conceit. I never thought I'd be I never thought the world would be like this as I got older. I didn't think I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
But you know what? Cause despite it all, I'm kind of glad I'm here. I'm kind of glad I'm here to see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say kind of glad. I am glad I'm here to see it, cause I got generations up under me. I got a bunch of nieces, nephews, and cousins that's all younger than me, and I feel like I'm gonna try to help them or do whatever I can. It might fall on deaf ears, but it ain't gonna stop me from trying to tell them and show them, cause they need to know.
Oh yeah, they need to, because because a lot of people don't know, and because they parents ain't taught them a lot of, then sometimes parents didn't teach them nothing, but the ones who parents did teach them some, and the ones now they got internet and give much a lot more wisdom, but they better wake up, because it's a lot going on and they ain't telling us what's going on on the news, and we just find out little by little what somebody else tell us, what we hear. But the news don't tell us our story, like I always say, because the news they can't make everybody sad, because that's why at the end of the news they give us the happy moment. You know what I'm saying? They want you to go to bed mad or go to bed upset. You can have a heart attack or a stroke in your sleep or whatever. But that's why they do that. I think put all that bad stuff on you, but they ain't put everything on you, just a little bit. What they think you can handle so many minutes of it and so many seconds of it. Man.
Yep, it's their way of killing you softly.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all better, like I said, y'all better watch them labels on y'all meat, and people coming to stores and they taking stuff. So when y'all see somebody coming in and just start bum rushing stores, just move to the side or just pick you some shit up too and take out the dough too.
One of the two,
Just cover your face up, cause yeah, it's gonna be one of the two. It's because by the time they come in and start breaking in stores and come and start filling their trash. And they say they come with their own trash bags. They telling me, so you know they come in there to take what they come with. What they come in there for? They come putting their own trash bags out, and it'd be a whole lot of them come and just bum what store at one time. Either you gonna pay, stand in line and pay for your stuff while commotion go on, because cashier gonna definitely stop to see what's going on, because she's definitely gonna stop to see what's going on and start looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can get your shit going in the line, just keep yours. Either way, I mean, I don't know.
And they go back to what I said a while ago. The kids ain't scared of nothing. They ain't scared of nothing and nobody, and they don't care. They bold.
Yeah, they bold.
They bold.
But what I'm waiting on next, though, what I'm waiting on next is when they go up and start breaking into them jewelry stores. Them jewelry
you know, they were doing that. They were doing that smash and grab. They were doing right.
Yeah, but
it wasn't long. They were doing a lot of that. Them jewelry stores in California. All that stuff be coming out of California. That was a little bit after George Floyd. They was doing a lot of them smash and grab. And in Chicago too, they were doing it and getting all that jewelry.
But I'm talking about now, since they
had a couple of them doing right here in Arlington, I think.
But I'm talking about now, since they know that they can't chase them outside the store. I'm just waiting for them to get going and just instead of going there and just smashing and grabbing, just going and getting the shit and just walking out.
Yeah.
But one thing we're gonna be able to look for, one thing we're gonna be able to look for, and two things for certain, you're gonna have some armed store owners. Some store owners are gonna be armed. So don't think you don't feel like they're going to take them folks stuff and they worked hard for it and then build their business from the grandpa pow. You know, going to take their stuff. They got some for your, but they got some firearm in that store. So don't go in there, you go there stealing them people's shit and ain't you shoot. And
they got every right. You know, like I said, I don't condone the stealing. They got every right to protect their stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna protect themselves. That's right. Come and stealing with that with I mean but the small, you know, ain't no need to go in there and robbing the small pops and mom's store, because we already know they ain't got nothing in those stores. No way.
No, they ain't got nothing. You want to rob somebody. The best place that they rob is like they do anyway, is Walmart.
Yeah. They po Walmart. Walmart
ain't po. Walmart is getting rich off the nigga back one way or the other. You either walking in Walmart and spending your money buying stuff, or you know somebody in jail making that shit that you walking in there buying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Walmart is profiting.
They are. But see, what's going to happen is, this is what's going to happen. Since everybody want to go in the stores and just start going with their trash bags and taking stuff, they going to make more stores online. Watch. More stores going to be online.
Yeah.
More stores going to be online, and more robots going to be in the restaurants.
Yeah.
You ain't maybe go inside the restaurant. Everything gonna be ordered outside through the drive-through.
Mm-hmm. And then the way they spring that on you is they do it like in a joke. I read a article today. I read the headline because I didn't want to read it. I already knew it was coming. Dude walked in there. White boy walked in there in what McDonald's trying to get a job. Nobody was in there to hire him. It was all automated stuff. Of course, what you thought. And anyway, nowadays, you big dummy. Most places will tell you go online anyway, even if you walk in there. Go online, fill out that case.
Go online. So if more stores start doing their shopping, more people start doing their shopping online, because stores are gonna go online. Major stores might go online, and no stores to shop from in person. And you just said the other day that if you are on child support and you go to jail, they give you a job. Now, how would they give you a job if more businesses are online shopping?
Oh, it's gonna be some still brick and mortars, because people in America like to go. They like to go. They do not like staying at home. You seen America like to went crazy for COVID, staying high.
Yeah.
They like to go. So you still gonna have somewhere to go. All of them ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna not like probably in our lifetime, because people like to go. They gotta have somewhere to go. They gotta go out to eat.
Yeah.
That's why you got so many different kind of restaurants popping up here and there. Cause they like to go. They like to go out to eat. Americans like to consume food. We like to eat. We like to eat.
Well, they fit slow that down. They fit slow down. Eating all that food, baby, it's for slow down. You just know it's gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down, pal. It's gonna be
Yeah,
more
it's gonna
people
slow
gonna
down.
be at home. More. It's gonna be more home cooking and picking out the garden.
Yeah,
Excuse me. This what's gonna happen, and what happened to the ones who can't who not able to do the garden? Then we're gonna be the ones gonna be at the time to take yours for what you done built up from
yeah,
a little seed to nothing.
yeah,
It's gonna be bad. It's getting really bad, and it's getting scary too, day by day. Day
yeah,
by day, it's getting scary. And then these people out here want to sit on here and argue about petty stuff and don't even know what's going on in the world. They're gonna be the main ones gonna be out there with their cup because they're gonna be
yeah,
needy. They didn't get what they supposed to get because they weren't paying attention. You let
yeah,
everything get sold out. You gonna be one of the ones gonna go in the last minute, everything already gone. You're gonna be mad because you ain't gonna have what you're supposed to have because you've been running your mouth about unnecessary things that not even doing you no good, or not even educating you or your subscribers or nobody your channel. None of that. It's just crazy. They got
yeah,
to wake up. You got to spread more what's going on around here in the world because if not, they're gonna be the one gonna get caught up.
yeah.
They're gonna get caught up, baby. Mm-mm.
Cause, the bad part about it, they got us trained to we start like we got tired of entertaining. We got tired of being they entertainers, and we want to be entertained. And we got entertained too much, and people like entertainment. That's why a lot of drama and sex sell.
Yeah,
And it don't
yeah,
make no sense. It really don't make no sense. Cause you gotta you better yourself and your people, the community around you, by the more you know, and the more you try to help other people, and the more you try to learn, and what you know, share with somebody else, and somebody share what they know with you. That's how you make the community grow. Not all this drama, cause killing each other and these little petty beasts talking
yeah,
about folks cause you mad cause she got one more subscriber than you. That's just retarded, and that's the drama they like to be entertained.
yeah. And they like that and be behind on everything. I mean, on everything. It's crazy. Like I
Yeah.
said, like you said, they about the new laws. What other laws that's coming up that's gonna change besides the tent law and the boat law?
Oh, you already know that you ain't gotta have no permit and you ain't gotta have no
Yeah,
license, no training, no nothing to carry
yeah,
no handgun and stay in Texas as long as you're 21 and ain't on probation or parole.
yeah. Ain't that crazy?
Hmm.
And they're just putting that firearm in the youth hand
Yeah.
on the street, and people still hide firearm all day, every day.
Yeah. The
You know?
only okay, I don't have too much qualm with the law. Because if you can go and fight for Uncle Sam, the gunman, you ought to be able to tow the gun at 18. So y'all got it at 21. Okay. But my thing is, okay, fine if I ain't got to have no permit, but still, 21-year-old, you need training. You need to know how to handle a firearm,
Oh
not just,
yeah. You see
you
how they
know, you
always,
training.
you see how they be holding firearms sideways, and how they be tucking it in their pants,
Yeah.
and how they be careless with it. And they real careless with it. That's why they got
Yeah.
holsters for your firearm, not just be putting them in
Yeah.
your clothes and carrying on and sitting them in your lap in your car. Because you mess around, you got them it's sitting in your lap in your car. Your firearm sitting in your lap in your car. You hit the brake, and if I'm on the floor, it might that the barrel might end up any kind of way, straight up, sideways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Down. It
Yeah.
goes any kind of way.
Yeah, that's why I said they need. If you're gonna allow them to buy a gun at 21, that's all well good and fine. But but at least you should have left the training in there. But that's so
Yeah.
that the less melanated people can do what they want to with their guns, because they'll have a fit if they lose their gun.
And I've been seeing on the news where more youth, you little kids are end up with having the firearms in their hand and hurting their sisters and little brothers and stuff. I've been seeing more of that in the news
Yeah,
lately. I'm trying to figure out
and
what's going on with that. It's
that's
crazy.
my thing. And that's another thing I had with the armed guards at the school. The kids, little bitty kids, they are curious. And if you're gonna teach them, if you're gonna have guns around them, you need to train them about guns too.
Yeah.
Not only that they're dangerous, you know how to handle them or look for how to lock. I mean, to lock it. You know, you can. That's prevention. Teach them how to make sure the gun is locked.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. The safety
because they love pushing buttons. But if you tell them what that button is for, that's all the more better.
But then when you got security armed security at the school in this arm, they got and kids be like,
Yeah.
And my dad, dad got one of them at home, or even end up seeing it at home, and get kids, you know what I'm saying? Just like that little boy, the little black boy that shot the teacher, the Caucasian teacher. They said that little boy said he didn't care. He said he didn't care about doing it. It didn't mean nothing to him.
Cause he a kid, he don't know no better. And I said it from the jump. In order for that little boy to shoot that teacher, and I didn't care if he was black or white, she did something to him.
But him to say things like that about her though?
She did something to him. She did or said something to him. You ain't gonna make me believe no other difference. That's why she didn't press charges.
And then the woman ended up quitting, but she tried to keep her job, but they wouldn't let her keep her job because she wanted to go ahead and stay. But they said no, she had signed paperwork where she wanted to go ahead and leave, and she couldn't keep her job. They let her go, and she was mad about it.
Yep. I just believe because when I heard the story, that's odd. That's very, very, very odd for a child to take the gun to school and didn't nobody know that gun was in that backpack. Yeah, kid slick and sneaky, but I believe that woman, she either did something to him or said something to him.
Girl,
and traumatized him. I believe because that a 6-year-old, that's them. A 6-year-old that they don't know no better, but to go to that extreme and you snuck into school and nobody didn't know nothing about you having no problems in school, she did something or she said something to him.
Yeah, it was something, and I sure hate them. Like, dang, that's sad.
Yep.
I don't know what it was, but for a little kid to be that angry like that, I hope he got like while he's I hope he can get some. Hope he getting canceled. I hope he getting some counseling. And the mother, I pray for the mama because the mama, don't nobody want their kid locked up. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And And Titi says parents gotta check their kids' backpacks before and after school. It's necessary nowadays. It is necessary nowadays. It's necessary. It is. It is.
Check them backpacks and see what's going on, cause you never, like I said, these little kids, they slick. You never know what they got out in them backpacks. We know what we did as teenagers, so imagine what these 23 kids doing as kids.
Right. They doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? And they doing things that we wouldn't even think about doing. You see what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part about it. But what can we do? We can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But try to educate them on it. That's all we can do is educate them on it, and I hope they take what we say. As far as being educated. But other than that, we can't do what can we do? We can't do nothing. Nothing. Like you said, they got laws in place we're limited to as far as disciplining our kids. They got laws in place. What time you can go to, what time the stores open, what time the stores closed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like all kind of crazy laws that we got to abide by, even though we don't want to, but we ain't got no choice. And then we don't do it, we don't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? We acted up in the public. You see what I'm saying? They gonna lock us up.
Yep. So our hands is tied in more ways than one. And the only thing that we can do is try to educate them. That's the only thing we can do is try to educate them the best we can, the best we know how, and hope for the best.
Ain't this some crap, baby?
Yep.
I don't know, but shoot. Anything you want to give us in the wisdom, give out in the wisdom you want to tell us anything, girl, and let us know anything else. Let's go out in the street, girl, and so we can stay on top of our toes, girl, so when we get caught up with the house.
All I gotta say is keep your head up and on the swivel.
Okay. I know it's like on a swivel. Make sure you keep it going around and around. You don't miss nothing, because you guess what? I try my best not to forget nothing. I try and make my best to keep my ears open. I try my best to stay on top of my game. Because if I don't, when something come through, I don't be the last one to know, because I don't get the ass end of it. You see what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to do that. Because I want to be on top of my circle at the ass end of it. You may not be able to get the chance to get what you're supposed to get from the start. You know what I'm talking about?
And I want, even if you don't agree with somebody, at least listen to what they say in order to not agree with them. You understand? I'm not saying you gotta agree with everybody. I'm just saying at least that's what our problem. A lot of us need to listen more. Instead, we hear something and we just want to jump to conclusion. I know I used to have it bad, but listen a little bit more. Just open your ears up and listen a little bit more.
Yeah. Don't take it. Yeah, don't take it out of content so quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we can take things out of content real quick, and it turn from one way to an ugly scene within 1.0 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody right now is got some kind of something going on with them. With them or within their family, or their kids. Some going on in every household right about now that parents not happy about. That's making people upset. You see what I'm saying? And it's really crazy.
And then if you listen, you never know what you might hear. You might hear something to help you, or you might hear them say something asking for some help. If you just listen, just be listening, be aware of your surroundings, and pay attention to everybody. Show some love. You get some love, show back.
You sure do. You sure do. You most definitely do. I had some chips left over from the barbershop. So Mika, which is one of Gavin's friends, has a guy friend that works at the YMCA. So they had the youth going to have a movie night. So the chips that I got left over, I'm gonna take those chips up to the YMCA so they can have them for the movie night. Because right now, I don't think he got his candy and stuff. So I got 2 boxes of chips that I'm gonna take up there and drop off so they can have some chips while they watch them some movies and stuff. So I gotta try to stay a little busy, but I'm coming. I gotta come your way pretty soon, so we can hang out in the backyard and talk noise and shoot. Give me some educate me so I can educate my channel.
Oh, well,
wisdom hard to find, and knowledge is too, especially good knowledge and good wisdom. You hear me?
Yeah, we're gonna see one night. We're gonna sit up and we're gonna talk about. Cause I'm into the entrepreneur, and whoever want to start a business, 1 or 2 steps, start out, whatever. We gonna all get together and figure out something.
Yeah, maybe you come on here and give us some tips about entrepreneur. How you can start a business like you started yours. You know what I'm saying? You got your income tax business, and you got your lawn service, and it's a lot of women would mind having their own services, own lawn service. Because it's not a lot of women that do lawn service. You see what I'm saying? You might have some to do flowers. Yeah.
And everybody got something in them they can make money off of. All you gotta do is sit down and think about it. And it ain't for everybody. I'm just saying the ones that might want to do it. Think about doing that side hustle, whatever. Cause mine ain't no. Don't get me wrong, they ain't no $1 million business. They small, but you gotta start somewhere.
Oh yeah, and they always tell you, when you first start, you just make no money back to back. It's gonna take some time before you start making your money off back to back. You see what I'm saying? So everything goes by level. You know what I'm saying? It's a level to everything. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All stuff, but once you get it in there, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. Hey, Clifford, how you doing, Clifford? Clifford done made his way. Nice show and topic. Thank you. Nice. I'm glad to see you, Brother Clifford. Yeah, come on in and sit down around and talk to me. I got my friend Kassandra up here. We chit-chatting and stuff and cutting it up. Most definitely. But also Kassandra, it's not a lot of it's a lot of ladies that's trying to get into their own business as far as women's, but it's a lot of them also scared to put their foot out there too. You know what I'm saying? To get started because they scared that they might mess up or might not have the right money for it, but not knowing that there is different kind of loans and things like that they can get for the small business. But yeah, maybe one day you come on here and give us a knowledge on what you set up a day with me and everything, and I'll set a thumbnail up and we can sit here and give us some business tips and some knowledge on some empowerment that we need. I've heard people say that there's some of their channels about empowerment, but I've yet to hear any channel who say they're about empowerment. I've yet to hear anything about empowerment on their channel. You see what I'm saying? And people just put it out there, but they don't be talking about empowerment. They be talking about some BS. You see what I'm saying? Nothing at all. But as black women and entrepreneurs, we need to be out there and learning. Also, you have a lot of Caucasian people also that they want to get into business, but also feel like they don't have the financials for it, or don't know how to get started on a loan that they may need. It's all kind of things that we can learn, but we don't have people that would tell you how to get it because they're afraid that you might get ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I don't want nobody to think I'm a Miss Know-It-All, because I'm not. I just like sharing the knowledge that I have, because you never know what you might learn. If I go to talk to somebody else, going to come in and I might learn something for them. So I don't be trying to be a Miss Know-It-All. And if I got the knowledge, I don't mind sharing it at all. Because I want everybody to know. I want everybody, if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm still struggling to get my landscaping business up like I want it. But I can help people. As far as I am now, I can show them the processes and steps I took and the things I did to get where I am now.
Right. But see, some people don't like to tell people. I don't care with just a little bit, just a little way of knowledge. Some people don't like to give it out. Some people do not, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I got a mentor that I'm learning a lot, and they'll tell you quick, because what I'm giving out, I can sell it, but it might be a point in time I might want to sell it, but right now I want to help whoever I can, because I know the struggles I went through and the roads I took, and if I can make that path a little bit easier for somebody else, I don't got no problem with telling them what to do or showing them how to do it.
Yeah. And see, that's what you're supposed to do. And that's how you're supposed to help one another, is giving each other some kind of knowledge, or give them something they can use, instead of just something they can take and use and they can use to move forward with. Don't get them, you worry about somebody's body parts, or who's screwing who, or who lying, or who, all this old crazy unnecessary stuff. You ain't giving nobody no knowledge. You ain't telling nobody nothing that they don't know. You can see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want something that you can learn. You can learn from and make you $1 for it, and you can profit in your household, or you can bring something another income in your house, something valuable in your household. And they don't. Some channels don't do that. They just don't do that. They argue too much. Yep. There's been two shows I've been on that give a lot of knowledge. There's TT Just For Me. There's Just For Me TT. And there's Shake Rock. He got a lot of knowledge with Shanquita Robinson, and he covered the Carly Russell thing and everything. And I hadn't been going to him too long. I just recently just started going over to him, but he's a good, positive brother. And TT got some good things that she's been positive about. And then we got also to look out for Watch Track. Watch Track also going to be making some positive and different moves as well. So we just want to be able to spread some things out here that's just knowledgeable, because a lot of content creators that's on YouTube, they don't give out knowledgeable things, and they don't give you anything that you can use. Just a bunch of BS. You see what I'm saying? And who got time for that? You can learn BS at home. Shoot.
Sure right about that.
You can learn. You can learn how to spend your money just by careless, by just spending your money, just going there, just buying whatever. You want to save at least a penny or two. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then when I help people, when I learn something, it's like I be eager to tell somebody else. I be wanting to tell somebody else to help them out. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's out there to be had. If you want the reparation, it's out there to go get.
Yeah. Go out there and get it, and tell somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? And don't keep it to yourself. You know, that's how some of the youth. Let's see, some of the youth, some of the things that you keep it to yourself, and you're an older person. Those things that you keep to yourself, really, some of the youth can really use some of that wisdom that you got and knowledge to give. You can really give them, and they can use it for themselves. You don't know. They might even say, "Hey, this lady told me such." They be telling the same knowledge you told them. They be telling to their friend what they heard. They be so intrigued by what you knowledge you gave them. You see what I'm saying? They want to tell somebody else. Like you just said, you want to tell somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Excuse my husband. Excuse me. Yes, baby, we out of there, baby.
Clifford said they're agnostic opposite, opposed to the accepting knowledge and share it with good intentions. Rather, they hold knowledge hostage and don't even use it themselves. That's right. They don't use it themselves.
Yep. That's right.
They don't.
Well, they want to sell it to you. They gonna sell it to you.
Oh yeah, they're sent to you in the book, most definitely. TT said just adding value to your life will pay off on the end, because you can wake yourself up and stand on something meaningful. People just have to embrace knowledge and elevate. That's right. TT.
That's right.
You got
That's
to.
right.
You got to, because we got to put more than just this BS out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, our youth is taking themselves out here. Our young youth, the young men taking each other out. These young girls out here having these babies, dropping them off in trash cans. You guys, their mothers is still confused because they didn't get the proper training, wasn't raised right. They mothers are still trying to learn themselves. You see what I'm saying? Some mothers ain't really no mother. They still trying to learn.
Mm-hmm.
They still learning. And they got grown kids who still trying to learn how to be a mother. What the heck?
Yep. You show right. And them people out there to be helped too.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They are. And that's why they have counseling. See, people don't want to go to counseling because they used to have where you can go to a pastor and a pastor counseling, but the pastors now don't even give you any kind of counseling or don't even give you any kind of wisdom in church anymore. You know what I'm saying? They too busy. They call it with their own little lives, their own self.
Mm-hmm. If you get any counsel from the pastor, it ain't gonna be the kind you want.
Okay, Sarah, that's what I'm talking about. And and a lot of church older people, they listen to the pastor. See what I'm saying? And they be wanting their youth to listen to the pastor. So the pastor should be really waking the community up about what's going on and give them some kind of knowledge. And they're not doing that.
They're not doing that. That's why people leaving the church, because the pastors ain't leading like they supposed to lead.
Yeah. People are now going to church online.
Mm-hmm.
Online. They going to church online, not having church at all. You see them just sitting at home throwing their hand up in the air, reading the Bible and going about their business.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's going on. TT said, even holding my bachelor's degree, my education continues. I'm still learning new things every single day. I'm learning new things too at my age. Shoot.
Me too, TT. I got my bachelor's degree and I had to put it to work for myself. Okay, I know how to do all this. No, now I got to see if I can make this work for me. Then part of the reason that enticed me to start my own business, put mine to use.
Put it to use. That's right. Put it to use. And if you got any kind of knowledge, you got to put it to use. And like I said, people going to college and getting these degrees now, y'all, and the degrees ain't nothing now. They might mean something we back, but now it's getting where you ain't got to go to college now to know nothing. They not even really getting degrees anymore, and who believe in going to college all them years and you don't even get a job in that field.
Can't get no job. It don't even make sense.
Just make how mad you'll be all that money you spent. You know what I'm saying? Just make you can't get no student loans. You got to really just pay the majority of it out your pocket. And that's why a lot of people was mad when Biden said he was going to let the out of debt go as far as the student loans. That's why a lot of people was mad, because they was like, I paid for my student loan. Why they get a free ride. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people mad about that.
I understand why a lot of people mad about that. I understand that, but they ain't telling the truth about that either. It's a bunch of loopholes in that debt that forgiving, and he ain't forgiving but $20,000. The student loans is a record because the interest rate is high as all I know. I got $100,000 worth of student loan, and $20,000 is gonna take off a little old percentage of that $100,000 I owe. You ain't helping me.
No.
You ain't helping me. And then you say, because anytime they say student loans, I know the amount I got. I'm looking to see what they talking about. And then you talking about income driven. Okay, if I can't get no job with my degree, what kind of income I got?
You better come on and say it.
And then you basing that $20,000 that you forgiving off of the income I got. And you just sit there and say people getting all these degrees and can't get no job. So it's really a smoke screen.
Yeah. TT says, sure is, I gotta pay every dime back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they, so, and that's another part of our money that's gonna be gone, because just imagine how much student loan, how much money is out on debt in student loan. That's a lot. I know it's a lot of money. People in their 40s still got debt from 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah, because the interest rates are ridiculous. The interest rates are ridiculous. And even the student loans, the federal student loan, targeted black people with the high interest rate.
Yeah. They high.
And then if you got a marijuana conviction, you can't get no student loan. How am I supposed to better myself if y'all say I'm a criminal for having marijuana?
Yeah. Right. You sure right. You right. But they don't see it like that though. They, like you said, everybody it's the whole idea is to profit off of us, on every dollar, like you said, and put the high interest rate where they get more money and make us struggle to pay more of it, and put us behind. And then you can't pay all of it. Guess what? There's a late fee. See what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Why we got a whole late fee?
Yeah. It's you. That my husband say all the time, whatever them folks tell you, take it and flip it upside down. Cause the truth on the bottom.
Yeah.
When they would talk about, I sure dug into that. I sit there, I read. And it's income driven, so you say. Okay, but you gotta be making this amount of income. What okay. I'm gonna say $50,000 a year. What if you making $35,000 a year? They ain't having me none.
Right.
And then you only gonna forgive $20,000 of it. They ain't having me none.
Right.
And education should be free.
Yeah, it should be free, but it ain't though. It ain't free. It ain't. It is not. I mean, when I go to college in TK, should college wasn't that high back then.
Nah, you could actually get a Pell Grant to cover it.
Yeah, and that's a lot of things that our youth don't know about. A lot of loans that they can get, and things like that. And then a lot of you just say the hell with college because they don't want to go. Because I got a nephew who had got a 4-year scholarship, a full scholarship, and he turned around and told his mom that it was time to get ready to go to the college. He didn't want to go, and they were so disappointed. He said he wanted to do something else. I'm like, well, kids now they mind change, and and kids' minds are so strong now. You can't, if you don't go, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't do that now. The kids, because kids will pack their stuff and they get gone. They don't care about nothing. What you trying to say?
And then on top of that, these kids, the internet, they see it's so much on the internet that they already learning, that they see that a lot of that stuff they learning at school ain't really benefiting them. They can't take it out in the real world, and they learning what the real world is. It's a lot of lies on the internet, but they learning what the real world is really about. And in order to survive, sometimes college ain't for everybody, but in order to survive, they might have to try something different.
Yeah. So that's why you're going to have to be able to multitask. You're going to have to have many different skills now to make it in the world, and also the next centuries is coming up. You're going to have different kinds of skills to make it, in your home, to make it as far as skills, as far as working. I mean, because things are going to change. I mean, it's going to get bad. I mean, it's going to get really, really bad. I mean, it's bad now.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about once before, they took all the trades out of school. All the trades in the school, they not only gave you a trade where you can go and profit off of what you know how to do, but you could also take your trade and you know how to build houses, you can get paid for building houses, but you can build your own house.
Right. But you can build your own house, but now the interest and the price on land now is just gone crazy. You see what I'm saying? But it's expensive to build your own land. Back then, it used to it cost nothing to build your own land. A little nothing. Land was a little nothing, but not no more. Just say one lot of land. One lot of land might cost you about $1,500, $10,000. I mean, depends on how the land is or how what's on it. But things are. I mean, it's high. And people ain't started yet learning how to just start saving their dollar bills. They just ain't started.
I'm saying to the aspect that you know how to build your own house if need be. If you can't go to like sewing, if you can't go to the store and buy your clothes like these folks tripping and stuff, you know how to make your own clothes.
Yeah.
And they tell them you restaurants shut down, you don't trust folks cooking, you know how to cook. You just homemaker.
Yeah. That's what's gonna get down to. That's what's gonna come down to. How I put them gloves on, going there, how I yearn that butter.
Yep.
Going there, how to churn that butter up in there, and going there, how to start making that fresh bread, that fresh bread, and get that dough ready. That's what's gonna end up being. I go there and go out there to the coop and getting your eggs out there. I'm putting that old chicken, and you have to hear that rooster go out there, cock-a-doodle-doo at 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. He had to get his stretch on. You see what I'm saying? But that's what's gonna come down to him, milking your cow. You see what I'm saying? And trying to catch your goat and catch your chicken. That's what's gonna get down to, my sister. And we're gonna be riding horses pretty soon, cause I don't know. Me and Pam had to talk about these flying cars and what it's gonna end up being, and how it's gonna end, how they gonna get other electric cars in here. But she was saying that the electric cars, they might not make them no more. I mean, gas cars, they might not make them no more, but you can still keep the ones that you have. But what happens when gas not able? What happens when they're not able to bring gas into the city and states so you can use those gas cars? What happens then? You go by buggy, you go by bicycle. What happens, pal? I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Black folks innovative. We gonna come up with something. You can best believe that. We always do. We gonna come up with on that tip on them electrical cars. I told you someone gonna play out right about that. Now I seen on the news just the night before last that
what happened?
When they catch on fire, that lithium burn hotter and longer, and they only have about 2,500 firefighters in the United States that know how to fight them fires. So now you got to go back and train your firefighters because them things not burning. They said I think it was a warehouse, and if they put the fire, they thought 3 days later the fire popped back up. 2 days after that, the fire popped right back up. A week later, it popped back up because when them chemicals in that lithium burn, they burn hot, and they don't know you can't find a hot spot when chemicals is mixed together, really, because you never really know once they explode. Ain't no telling what they might experience. And they showed the battery in the car, it shot the door, it exploded, and shot the garage door off and knocked the firefighter down.
God, dog, that was powerful. That was powerful.
Yep. So y'all gonna have to take that back to the drawing board.
Dang. Well, I don't know. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what the outcome gonna be, because I got my eyes open. I got my ears open too. I'm waiting, and I'm looking to see what the outcome gonna be, because I don't think it ain't gonna be too good. It's gonna be real bad, and then it's gonna cause a lot of conflict. Titi says, when y'all find out what the best seeds are on the market, please let me know. I'm not getting caught slipping. I mean that. I'm not gonna get caught sleeping either.
And number one, they sell some said non-GMO. You can find some of them, and then
Right
it's some
down.
black people.
You said non-GMO. I'm writing it down. Non-GMO. I'm gonna give me some seeds. Non-GMO. Okay.
And it's some black people on YouTube. I ordered some seeds from them too. And she take her seeds, she show you on the garden and everything, and the seeds come out the stuff she grow. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Homeland Heart.
And see, I just joined this group on Facebook, Black Women Garden. And them sisters, baby, if I tell you them sisters showing out them doggone fish, they show up they watermelon, they peanuts, they black eyed peas. These sisters is showing the doggone meat out on Facebook in this garden. And I ain't got nothing, I ain't got a seed good.
And they find a lot of them that sell the seeds too. Get some of them because I might trust them a little bit more.
Yeah, get some of seeds, yeah.
And that woman, that black woman that I got my seeds from, she show you everything she grows. She got she can it and everything. And I think it's Homeland Heart. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
And she show you everything she grows. She show you she's starting it. They got a little farm in Georgia. They got goats and chickens and every damn thing.
Well, you gonna Facebook invite me to the group when you get a chance, cause I sure want to be.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Okay. On YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
I'll send you the name. I go through my subscription and find it, cause she show you everything. I mean, she show you everything. Them going to the store and everything. She show you everything.
We better get on to it, cause I want me a cabbage. I want me some tomatoes. I want me some onions, and I want me some pinto beans or some black eyed peas. I want one of the two, and I want some squash. So
and she show you how to can everything and all that kind of stuff. Show you how to put up beans and keep them and all that kind of stuff. All that.
See, that's what and that's something that we're gonna have to get. I get with my girl TT, and we do a channel about that one day about how to get your vegetables and stuff together and start growing your stuff, because it's gonna be important to do that. When put your head on your head and get your little garden gloves and just go ahead and get started. So you can be like a real gardener. But I'm gonna come out to where you are. I'm going to give me some seeds out that way. I'm gonna go seed shopping so I can try to get me some stored on my patio, because that way, if I start now, I'll probably have some by the time next year start somewhere along there, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then you got yours above ground. It depends on how it get made. You can take it in the house and grow stuff in the wintertime.
I'm gonna have this little dude to do it. So I'm gonna pay him a couple of dollars to come over here and to build it for me. Where we was they feeding the homeless, and I can bring it to my house and put it on my patio. But I told him that I'll be back over there soon. I told him I'll be back over there, so I'm gonna go back over there and do something. Try to do a clothing donation pretty soon, and so everybody start getting their clothes together for winter time or whatever, clothes that they don't wear, because everybody be on game weight in the summertime, and and then things go out of style, things come back in style, so I'm gonna get some donations going for some winter clothes for the homeless people, because it's gonna be cold. It might be a cold winter, I don't know, because it's been hot. It's been a hot summer, I tell you.
Yep, it's been a hot summer.
It's too hot, most definitely. But y'all, we forget about it, man. Kassandra forget about her, y'all. Let's see, did we miss talking about anything? No, we didn't miss talking about anything. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Just Me, TT, and also subscribe to Watch Tribe, to Now My Watch. Hopefully Kassandra get one going one day about some women empowerment, because I think she got some things she might want to tell us. But also, I think I can get her to be my co-host. And see, I can get her to be my co-host and have her TT come here every now and then and see what's we can put everything out there at one time, and we can unite with our wisdom and some wise things we can put out there to the universe and to these young women and these young kings out here in the streets and everything. And like I said once before, and I always say that Entertainment TV is about firearm violence, domestic violence, being mother stated, also we also feed the unfortunate. So Sunday, August 13th, and we did do the haircuts on August 13th. So August 13th was a busy day for Vino Entertainment TV, and we're gonna be out again sometime in September. And then we're gonna be out again in October. And then that's probably it for me. After that, I probably won't be out no more for a while because it's gonna start getting cold. When it start getting cold, baby, I don't come outside in the cold. I try to be in the house at all times. All time. TT said, I love you, ladies. Thank you for the great live. Thank you, TT, for coming, sister. Thank you. We just try to spread a little word out there, sister, to some of these people out here. You know, they can get a little crazy every now and then. But y'all know what? My subscribers is growing, y'all, and I sure appreciate everybody who's subscribing. Guess what? Being on Entertainment TV gonna be out in the streets more, and I'm gonna also be doing me some more shorts. You know, I'm gonna give a Kassandra. We're gonna see can we act a food one day and just show out. You know, let people see how crazy we can get sometimes. I've been knowing Kassandra y'all for 40 years, 40 doggone years. I've been knowing this queen. Y'all heard me, boy? Look at him. We can talk about some stuff. We can tell some stories. We can say some things and make them swing.
You sure right about that?
Boy, look at him. She can tell y'all some stories about how I used to just show out. Look at him. But y'all, every time I showed out, I always defended myself. That was just about defending myself. I mean, defending myself. But y'all, I also got a 10-pound bag of pinto beans. I got a 10-pound bag of rice, and I got that with some of the money that I had left over for the back to school haircuts. So I got that. So what I'm gonna be doing pretty soon, going out in the streets, feeding some of the homeless some pinto beans and rice, and get them some rolls. So that something stick to their bellies. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna stick to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know. And we all know everybody have a hard time. Like that woman said, she told me and my friend here that she was from Marshall, Texas. She said she didn't have nobody. Then she passed. She said, I ain't got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
She said
she's trying to find somewhere to stay and got to prove she been homeless for 2 years. How you gonna prove you been homeless for 2 years? You ain't got an address.
Lord have mercy. Ain't that something? And she was hot. That sister was hot in that heat. Get her out of water. She can drink. That sister was hot. She had about 3 hot dogs. She was hungry, baby, and she was hot. And you know, every homeless person got some kind of depression. They depressed some kind of word because they in a situation they don't even want to be in. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you just can't be looking down on everybody. Everybody ain't homeless because they on drugs. People are homeless because they ain't got nowhere to go. They homeless because you in the state of Texas and anywhere else. If you stay in Texas and you weren't born here and you ain't got no birth certificate, you can't get no ID. You ain't got no ID, and you can't get no job, no apartment, you can't get no nothing. So just imagine if you ain't got no birth certificate, that means you got to go back to where you was from, born and raised, and get your birth certificate. But then a lot of people can't go back from where they were born and raised and get no birth certificate. Yep. They ain't born from Texas. Everybody ain't born from Texas. So I do believe Texas need to fix that, where you can get your birth certificate where you are right then. If you've been staying in that city and state for so many years, you gotta go way back to California or New Jersey or New Hampshire just to get a birth certificate, because you can't get no ID. If you ain't got no ID, you can't get no job. You get no job, you can't get no apartment. You can't get no apartment, you ain't no job, you can't get no car, you can't get no nothing. You can't get no food stamps, you can't get no systems, you can't get nothing.
That goes back to their technology. What they ought to be using it for, they ain't. They ought to be. You ought to be able to go to any courthouse and they go wherever you tell them you born in. If you tell them city state, they ought to be able to tap right in and get it.
They should, yeah. And that's what makes. And do you know that's what makes a lot of people homeless. A lot of people got kids that stay home with their parents. Stay, you know, they move my state with the parents. And I mean, that's what's making it so hard right now for a lot of people even get up on their feet.
Yep. They make it hard for us.
And we out here fighting for the wrong stuff. We ain't fighting for the right stuff.
Yep. You're right about that. That's why you need to treat your vote like a pimp your vote out.
Yeah.
You want that's when you know black people come together, put our money together. That's the problem. We put our money on the wrong thing sometimes. Put our money. You want them kind of laws and stuff. You make enough noise. You pay the right person. Okay, you get up here. You gonna change the law. You don't change the law. You coming up out of there, and I'm gonna make sure of it because I'm putting you in here. And white people ain't putting you in here. I'm putting you in here because I want these laws changed.
Right.
And you ain't changing these laws, you gotta go.
Right. Right. And a lot of laws ain't be changed for the best for the minority people either. The laws ain't been best changed for us at all, because ain't no laws been best changed for us, period. Obama couldn't even change no good laws for us. He couldn't even make a good change, really. You know, and we tried to make one, they went in there, they intervened with it, they knocked it down.
And the problem is a lot of black people really don't know how the game of politics plays. But we learning now. And that's the problem. We learning and we waking up how they really play politics. And that's what they don't want.
Yeah.
They don't want us to know.
Yeah, we getting smarter. We open our eyes more. It's more people speaking up and speaking out. We got even the youth, and when you start having the youth start speaking up and speaking out, you know we got to stand behind our youth, because they are our youth is our future. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
That's our future. You know, and we got to uphold our future. And our future got to uphold their elders. That's why they got to treat their elders better than what they treat their elders, and talk to them better than what they talk to their elders. You see what I'm saying? You know, and respect them better. You know, and they you know, and I blame some of the parents for that. You see what I'm saying? And then and not only that, it's just a kindness way of life. You know, of being a person.
Yep.
That's just it. All right, y'all. Anyway, we forget about it, but y'all know my motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? Peace.
Peace. Love y'all.